Good evening, Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. We are about to exit 2022. When you are born, when you have your 10th birthday, that is 10 years that have been completed. So you begin your 11th year. Now, when we have this New Year's, this 2022 New Year's, okay, according to the way I understand the calendar, it's we celebrate 2021 that's gone. 01 is a year. 01 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10. 10 years are done. From 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. So from starting here in a nowhere, but you're starting from a year that already existed. It's 0 from what year? So you're going from the year that's already existed from the prior year is a year that's already existed. But if you're starting from 0, this is 1 year done. But it's from 0. From here to here creates the 1. From here to here creates the 1, to creates a 2, to creates a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the 10 years are done, but we had to have a departing point. So count 10 as 11. But anyways, when 10 years are done, you are going into your 11th year. This is 1 cube. What can we do with 1 cube if we bring the calculator, the understanding of part of the Mayan calendar, and for some reason where I got this weird idea about 7 and 13 from the Mayan calendar and from the cube and from the calculator, the invert to 1 and 6, okay, is the same as going, see where 1 and 6 is? Now we're going to go, what's there? Where was 1 and 6? Bottom left. Bottom left, it's now 9 and 4, 13. So what is like 9 and 4, 13? 1 and 3 is 4. 1 and 6 is 7. 7 like 4, just in the inside world. But anyways, let's just head on to the dice. We have 21 dots on 6 dice. The average of 6 sides is 21.5. As you can see, this cube here, this face, has 5 dots. As you can see, this has 6 dots, 2 dots and 1 dot, and 3 dots and 4 dots. That is a total of 21. While you see there is a dot in the center, so therefore I know I can put at least 1 dot in the center. I also know I can put a dot here and a dot here, because if I turn the dice cube, it's automatically putting there for me. So I know that there's a possibility to put exactly 33 empty voided spaces, as there are 6 sides of 9 possible area dots, in which you will never see a dot in the center. It'll always be a skinny. If there's a dot in the center, it'll only be a skinny. The only time you can get that dot in the center is if you turn the cube up this way, creating an addition and a multiplication in the same reality, bringing the 1, 5, and 9 in the 2, 4, in the 2, 5, and 8 position, bringing in 1, 5, and 9, or bringing in 3, 5, and 7. Do you follow me? Follow the calculator. I'm replacing it. I can also replace it with the letters in the alphabet. Or give me a little bit of jazz will be the letter A. Where bring me something new will be 555, or bring me what is NEWS, bring me the news, north, east, west, and south. So I tell you the story of 135 has a passing, but 4, 6, and 2 are used for an alternative connection. So we're going to go on with this. There are 33 voided areas. There are 21 dots. The number 33 can be looked at in numbers in different ways, but 33 is for mass, M-A-S. 33 is for 77 Christ, 33 mass. The reverse of 3 is 7. 33 is a rotation. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3 is the rotation of 9 and 6. See the way they put the 9 into this position? Everything changes positions. 6 goes through 8 through the 7th gate. What is between 5 and 9? 6 and 8, number 7. And where can you get that number 7? We get it right here on these two cubes. You see, the opposite of these cubes are 5. Let me get this light out of the way. The opposite of these cubes are 5 and 4 void and 2 and 7 void. So we have a 7 come 11. 4 void and 7 void. 4 and 7, 11. 7 come 11. The 11 void, the Holy Ghost within. 7 is the gateway. The letter B in what they're talking about is Brandon right now. The letter B is also noted to be man on the moon. It's also noted as the B letter is the reverse alphabet of the Y, which is number 25 or 52, which is Earth's heart or the plug-in jack. J-A-C-K. The reason why Jesus, Jack, and John and all the J's come together, the French express it. They exchange the J for the G for the J. 5 times 2, J10. 5 plus 2, G7. Just a coincidence. But there's a lot of French coincidences bringing the French, the English. So the tea is boiling right now. And the greatest thing is knowledge. The greatest thing is knowledge. And I don't want to teach anybody anything, you know. I want to share what I believe I know. And I'm hoping that somebody can join in and smooth it out. Make it more understandable. If we need to create some sort of machine that I can explain when I change, the reason why I change things around. The reason why I change things around. The cross, the double cross. The double cross, there's obligations on these lines. When I run a line this way, I have a double cross. The in-between is a skinny. Do you understand why the cross? Because one of these square areas, okay, once you go through it, you can cross it. But I can't make a cross when I'm passing through the 8 area. Why is this area between 4, 8? Because in the game of roulette, okay, the payout is 8 for the 1 chip wagered. Who's the boss? 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 I finally found a way how to get my cat away from in front of me. Okay, check this out. She might sit down because I did it once and she's not sure if she wants to stay around. Watch. Look at that. I kissed her so much she just ran away. I guess it's going to work. Wow. Huh? How's that for sweet love, eh? Puh. Puh. I got hair in my mouth. Okay. So we got these two dice. We were talking about 5 and 9. So we have 5 on one side with 4. We have 5, 4 void, and we have 5, 4 dot. We have 3 and 2, 5. We have 5 and 4. So these cubes will tell the story. These cubes tell the story, the whole story, the truth. This 2, if you're going to look for a 7 on this dice, where is the 7? The 7 is right here. It is B and G. The big gate is through Venus. And the big gate is through Venus, and it's the spirit passing, and it's Venus, Venus, which is Mars. There are 4 times 20. The situation arises 4 times 20, and the reason for that is because 6, 6, 6, 6 is up, because there is 1, 1, 1, and 1 is down. So the total that is in between each one is 14. Once we reach the third 14, the primary cycle is standard. This is an add-on. It is the leap year add-on. Here we have 666. I kissed her so much she went away. Look at that. I kissed her so much she went away. Come on, come on. Okay, so here we have a total of 18 plus 6. Here we have a total of 42 plus 14. This is the divided house and the DNA in the sun. And here we have 3 and 1. Here we have 9 and 6. We have 6 and 5. We have 3 and 1. So the 6s are all in rotation of birth. There are 4 cubes. 4 times 21 equals to 84. That is Pluto. This is somehow, for some reason, the division between day and night come in. 8 times 4, 8 plus 4 equals to 32 and equals to 12. When you have day and night come in, what you're actually doing is you're turning a single cube into 4. That single cube has a value of 35. Here, 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 and here equals to 32, plus the 4 chips equals to 36. Or 1 in the center plus the 1 chip equals to 36. So just give me a second here. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you, is where does 9 and 8 come into effect? 9 and 8 come into effect right over here, where 8 and 4 is 12, where 9 and 3 is 12. 8 and 9 is created from Venus multiplication of the Venus number 81, which is 3 times the alphabet, 27. So all 3-letter words are going to relate in some way to Venus. So we're going to know that the alphabet 80 is going to be 27, 27, 27. So is the question of why, well, actually, the letter Y, and I think if I do this, it creates 2 Y's within its own. You see, here's 1 Y, here's another Y, here's another Y, and then it keeps going around. So this one is done. This one is done. Now we're going to do this one. Here's a Y, here's a Y, and here's a Y, because it's made on an angle. It's made on this angle. Here, here, and there. And that Y over there. So it's made on different angles. You can almost look at the gimbal and put a head on it and have somebody walking with that Y. And these are the legs. And maybe with a smaller Y, we can create the arms. Anyways, I didn't want to get into that. I just wanted to show you that here is Mars, Earth, come in together, the A and R, which is all through Venus, Spirit, Time, Heaven, Seth, ETH. Mary came to divide Earth. Mars, divide. 2 moons into 1 moon. So Mars is a combination of more than 1 planet. I'm just trying to look at over here what 9 and 8 does. 9 and 8 create 17, and 17 is also created from the numeric value of 52. The egg is also on the moon. Anyways, before I finish this video, the B will represent number 13. The R represents number 12. When they come together, it is the EA world, the arts and entertainment, 5 and 1. The spirit and life that comes within into the E world. When A comes into the E world, it brings with it the heaven. A does not exist alone. A must exist with H, and when it comes with H, it needs to be Ra, heaven's resident angel from Venus, the one spirit of the 9 birth. And it comes in as a new fox. And it comes in as a new fox because 5 and 6 is Yo 11, and each one of these gets a value of 5, and each one of this gets a value of 6. But how are you going to create 2 and 3 5, 1 and 4 5? Are there any other 5s? There sure are. There's 9 and 5 5. There's 8 and 4 5. There's 8 and 6 5. There's 7 and 7 5. This is where Jesus comes in. This is where the divided gateway comes in, and this is the house they live in, the birth in the E world, EIO, through the son of the Venus creation of Earth, 2 and 3. And where do I get my numbers from, and where do I get my understanding from? I'm going to tell you in a minute. Cat just went on by. The 13th card and the 12th card, the king and the queen. The king and the queen. Earth and creation. The king is also noted to bring with it the ace spirit noted in blackjack, where you stand on 17. This K will create L. L and Q are both noted to be female. The gateway, female. The queen and the L is for the female. It is also the gateway because 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is 7 and 8. So how is this one the gateway as well? It's the gateway to the E world. The L is the 12th letter. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 will create that E world. What happens is this is 3. 1 and 2 is 3. What happens is A, B, C moves over and becomes JKL, to where K, the king, is now the male and also noted as number 13. King K is male, it is the 11th letter and noted as number 13. J is the 10th letter and L is the 12th letter. Fox, love and kisses, all 6s. 7 and 7 equals to 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 8 and 6 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 9 and 5 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 0, 5, and 0, 5. And noted on this dice cube, all the way around this way, okay, is 14. But if I turn the dice cube this way and go all the way around, it is no longer the same thing. In fact, we're going to change what I just said. It's 14 both ways. But if we take into the account with a flashlight that we shine a light through this cube, we will see 7 dots on this side and on that side. So that'll be 7 and 7. We're going to count it all together as 14. When we see this one and this one, we're going to count it as 10. So we're going to get 14 and 10. So on the dice cube, we're going to have 1 and 6 equals to 14. We're going to, it's 14.18. Right, 14.18. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to be counting it twice. And I'm also going to be counting both sides. I'm counting this side. And actually, I should just count it as 7 for now and not confuse you. There are 18 total possible areas. I'm not going to make it confusing. I was going with 2 cubes. There are 14 possible areas. You can stay there. That's okay like that. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so then you're going to get 2 and 5. And that only the 5 will count, because the 2 is a replica into the corners. No extra light will shine. So that is going to count. They counted both sides, and we're going to count the total areas as 18. And here we're going to count 3 and 4 equals to a total of 5. And there
is 18, 9 on each side, 18, 18, there's a total of 54, and we counted a total of shining through dots of 17. 55, the moon, sky gate. Gate, when you see BG, right, that is the bridge and the gate. The bridge and the gate is through Venus, right over here. B and G show up here. H and A, B and G is number 72. H and A is 81, both 9s. 9 times 9 and 9 times 8. That is that situation. I'm not going to get into the math of that, but that's the basis of it. This is, okay, where am I now with the cat pulling on me? This is a total of 71. There's one other PCS. There is 8 and 3 voids. There is 7 and 4 voids. There is 6 and 5 voids. 11, 11, 11. In each one of these, they're going to tell you that this is the E world. The polarity is inside the E inside of this. The number 5 exists inside of this. It's a 0.5. It's a divider of all. The other side of the 0.5 is the 6. Anyways, this one is 7, 11. 7, 11. 7, 11. And each one from their own equation. I'm not going to take it any further. 24 hours in the day. 28, cycle to the moon. 30 is the creation of day, but it is the creation of the light. All zeros equal to 6. This is where the sun will come in. DNA in the sun. Let me finish with this one thing on Brandon here. The king and the queen come in. It's the DNA brand. The DNA brand comes in between the king and the queen. This is going to represent what the mathematics come out. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. It will represent the moon and DC. DC 12. ABC moves over and we begin with D, like in DE for the sun, the wing, and the communication. I wanted to say something about that, is that I'm just trying to figure out cron. This cat is getting in my way. So Brandon is also something to do with a division inside the moon. Come on, now I can't see what's on the computer. Opened up a page for me. Okay, so we're going to use the cat as a back thing. So we have in Brandon, we have pi. The ON comes together in pi. DNA, the king and the queen. The bear comes in. When the bear comes in, it can be BER as September, October, November, December. B and E equaling to Earth, Venus, equaling to the gateway, because 5 times 2, 5 plus 2 equals to this, and it is the gateway because in 2 is the 7 void, and in 5 is the 4 void. The 4 void counts as 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to 10. 10 are the angels. A 10 is the reverse cycle. To 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, it reverses the cycle. It is also the center of 2 cycles, 10, 9 and 10, 11. It's the starting over of AB, but it's the first time it's the first one of its kind. It's in the TH. It's 10th and 11th and not first and second. So Brandon seems to be something, a boar in the moon, the bear, something is sleeping, waking up, a bar. When they talk about bar, they're talking about the gates are being closed, possibly the gates are being opened, and we need to announce these names. We need to talk and say certain things, because the system that we live in needs to think that we're accepting everything that's thrown at us, because that's actually what we are doing, and that's how they're able to control this system. This is a dire straight chess game where we are all personally involved, and the only way we can get involved is by knowing the truth and saying no and not participating in what is not rational or logical. And
I'm not here to teach anybody and everybody. Everybody does what they do. I'm not going to get nervous on the people's choices. But I beg of everybody to know more, to trust your own self, or to know the people who you trust and why you trust them. I can't teach the world. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just trying to remove something here. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Let me see, can we see inside of there? Good night.